last weekend I was really upset. I tried on several pairs of clothes and they were all too small. They fit me just fine the last time that I wore them. I told my fiance the dryer's making my clothes shrink. Turns out I was wrong. It was the fridge. Apparently scarves are the most dangerous form of winter clothing. The least dangerous is the sweater vest. They're completely armless. Welcome to the Dad Bod. In January, I signed up for the Winston Box. It's a clothing subscription company for folks who are bigger and taller. They have several box options. The one that I chose was the one that's offered on a quarterly basis with a little bit more professional looking clothes. I got my box a few weeks later. The video for that one, you can find it right here if you haven't seen it. I wasn't able to keep any of the clothing from that one. It was all too big. I ended up requesting an exchange, got the approval email with the return shipping label, sent the stuff back, but here's where it gets weird. Through no fault of the Winston Box. This was all FedEx. They must have dragged or kicked the box across the floor or something. The label was really dirty, too dirty for their scanners to read. So they printed out a new label to place over the label, but they messed up somewhere because they sent it back to my house. When I looked at the tracking info online, it was correct. The destination was correct, my address as the source address was correct, but for some reason they shipped it back to me. It took several hours on the phone to get them to even understand what they did wrong. And then it took a few more days before I was able to get them to pick it up and send it back to the Winston Box company correctly. However, the exchange that I sent them arrived only 2 or 3 days before they sent me back out this one. So I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the first one was just an automatic one, that you get when you sign up. And then now I'm on the quarterly rotation, which is why it was so soon between my first box and this one. So Stately Man sends you your exchanges, right then and there. According to the website, the Winston holds on to your exchanges and sends them out with your next quarter's box. I really don't think 2 days was enough time for them to receive my exchange into their warehouse, process it, and then get it into my new box. I'm also curious if they even had enough time to change my profile to update it with the new information with the size issues. So here's the box. The big questions are, is this an exchange or the quarterly? And if it's the quarterly, will there be the normal 4 items or 4 or so? Or will there be 8 as to include the exchanges that I made? And if there's only 4, will they fit? Will they be too big like the last time? And then one more. If these are too big and I send them for an exchange, how big's the box going to be next time with 2 full boxes worth of exchanges plus that quarter's box closed? That's going to be like 12 or more items in one box. All right, well, let's find out. But before we get to that, let's have a word from our sponsor. And by our sponsor, I mean me. And by word, the word of the day is subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so that way you'll be notified when I do my future videos. Also, don't forget to check out my library of videos and playlists. We have watch subscription unboxings and reviews, made-to-measure clothing boxes and reviews, monthly and quarterly clothing and accessory boxes, subscriptions, reviews, and so much more. So feel free to browse, and don't forget to click the like button on your favorite videos. It helps us know which ones you guys really like, so that way we can try to make sure that we're providing more like it. Okay, back to the Winston Box. Here it is. Let's open it and find out what we have. One, 2, 3, 4. I count 4 items. That means either this is my exchange, which is probably not as likely, but still a possibility since they say that their website that they don't do it this way. They wait until your next box. Or this is my first quarterly occurring box and the last one's returns didn't arrive in time. So I didn't see any information here to really tell me which one it is. So I remember last time it was a pair of black trousers, a pair of khaki colored trousers, a dress shirt, and a sweater. So the first item we have in here is a cutter and buck dress shirt. So it's pretty much the same as that I had last time. It looks just a little bit different. The size says 1XB, 1TG. Not really sure what that means. Normally I like to get my dress shirts with the neck size and the sleeve size, but they don't really have that as an option with this company. But it does tell me that they incorporated my size issues with the last box into this box. With the last shirt, I probably had a good 10 to 12 inches around my torso of extra fabric. The shirt was made for a much larger guy. So I'm curious to see how this size is, just because I don't know what a 1XB or 1TG is. So the last one was white, gray, and purple striped, whereas this one is, it looks like maybe a dark purple or dark blue. I'm thinking dark purple and white stripes. So you'll be able to see it. I'll put a little clip over here so that way you can see a close-up of it. So it's still absolutely nice looking. If it fits, I'm totally gonna wear it. So the next item we have is a cutter and buck. Looks like a zip up. Only goes partial of the way up. So from here up, zipper sweater. This one is size 1XB also. So again, I don't know what it means. So we're gonna have to wait until I try it on to find out. So like I said, I watched the video of my last one before making this one, and I don't think I mentioned the size of the last sweater on that one. So we will find out. Again, I'm gonna put a little more of a close-up right over here so that way you can see the texture of it. Ooh, these are bright. All right, we have a bright colored pair of cutter and buck pants. So let's find out. It says US 40, inseam 36. I'm hoping that's wrong because that's not what I normally wear. I normally wear a 42-30, and we noticed that last time the Winston made pants, not the cutter and buck, but the Winston made pants ran a little bit large on me. For those, I would probably need more of a 40-30 or a 38-30. So these might be quite long on me. But I'm gonna give them a try, and we'll find out. It's kind of like a light red. It's not a color that I would normally wear, but I guess we'll see how it looks on me. And then we have a pair of Winston, I think these are pants. Yeah, they look like dress pants through here. And these are size 40-30, so they did go down from a 42-30 to a 40-30. I guess we'll find out if that's enough. So yeah, there's nothing in here that says if this is the exchange, but since there's only 4 items and they did adjust the size. Oh, wait a second. I've got an idea. I just checked my bank account. They've only charged me the one time, so this most likely is the exchange. My guess is because the whole box was returned, they just gave me the exchange items now instead of having me wait for my next box, because I mean that would be a little bit unfair, having to pay for the clothes and then having to wait another 3 months to actually get any new clothes. So alright, let's try these on. Alright, so right here I have the cutter and buck pants on. These are the ones that said that they were a 40-36. From what I can tell, the inseam is just fine. The pants for the most part fit fine. They're a little bit snug around my waist. I needed them to drop down a size for the Winston brand, but again, everything else I wear a 42, so I'm probably going to exchange these ones just to have them give me a size 42, but now we know that for the cutter and bucks I need a 42 waist, and we'll find out a little bit later on what I need for the Winston pants. Alright, let's try the next thing on. Alright, these are the pants from the Winston manufactured pants, not the cutter and buck ones. So they Still have a little bit of room, but I think I'm going to stick with these ones, the size 40-30s for this brand, as opposed to trying out the 38s, just because I think if I drop down to the 38s, it would end up being a little bit too small. So now let's try on the shirt. I gotta find it. Alright, I don't need to finish putting on the shirt. I can already tell you that the sleeves are too short. You can see it misses my wrist by quite a bit. I'll go ahead and button it just to see how it is around the waist. So we're a little bit better. This is kind of what I would expect with other shirts. So yeah, the shirt is fine, the collar is fine, the sleeves are too short. So that's the only issue that I have with this one. So I'm going to exchange this, and hopefully they have a version of this where everything else is the same, but the sleeves are about maybe 3 inches longer. Alright, yeah, this fits great. The sweater is the perfect size, sleeves are good, which is weird because this is the same size as the dress shirt was, and the dress shirt didn't fit. Alright, gonna hop back to my other camera. I noticed something while I was trying on the clothes. The Cutter and Buck clothing all says that they are made in China, but the Winston Box website says, and I quote, "Nearly every item we send is designed and manufactured at our own factory in Lima, Peru." I'm not complaining, just stating an observation. And for this box, 3 out of 4 were Cutter and Buck. Alright, so we've tried everything on. I'm able to keep the Winston Box pants and this sweater, both of which I'm wearing right now. I'm not sure when my next box is going to be. It could be that, you know, my first box came right when I ordered and my next box will come 3 months from that and I'll be on a 3-month rotation from there. Or it could be that they have a set 3-month rotation and I'll just get picked up with the next one. I'm not exactly sure, but the 2 items that I'm going to be exchanging will likely be exchanged as part of that box. So I'll get the new items with that one. So my next box should have roughly 6 items instead of 4. I'm not sure if 4 is the one that I'm going to be getting every time, but that's what I got for the first one. And because I exchanged 4 items, I got 4 new items. Alright, well, that's it for the Winston Box. Make sure you stay subscribed and make sure you subscribe so that way you'll be notified when my next one comes out. That way you'll be able to see what items I got as the exchanges and what I get in my next box. We'll also be able to see if they were able to update my size profile to make sure that hopefully all my next items are the proper size. Alright, thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time.